Hi, I'm Jackie from Multnomah County Library School Corps with Novelties 2022. And in this video, I'm going to talk about some mysterious stories. If you'd like to find the books and websites I mention in this video, the links are included in the description below. Drew LeClaire Gets a Clue by Kathryn Burry, grades 5 through 7. Drew LeClaire wants to be a detective. That shouldn't be a surprise because she's named for the detective Nancy Drew, and she and her dad love watching crime shows. She's already gotten a head start by finding her neighbor's lost rabbit and solving the mystery of who was writing graffiti in ketchup at her school. Drew prides herself in noticing little details about people and situations. She writes them all down in her notebook. That's why she can't believe she missed what was going on with her mom. She just found out that her mom is going to be moving out and moving in with her new boyfriend, who's none other than Drew's guidance counselor at school. Drew hopes no one at school will find out. How embarrassing. She won't even tell her friends. Things have been weird with her best friend, Shrey, anyway, after he tried to kiss her. Shrey is great, but Drew doesn't feel interested in that kind of love. She has a new mystery to solve anyway. Someone has hacked into the unofficial Instagram account for her school, Ella Baker Middle School, and is writing posts under the name Ella Baker Shade, making fun of students for things like throwing up in class or wetting their pants during an assembly. Then, Ella Baker Shade's next post is a picture of Drew's mom and the guidance counselor. Uh-oh. Now everyone at school knows, and even worse, the principal wants to call Drew's dad and tell him about the post. Her dad's already having a hard time with Drew's mom leaving, and she doesn't want to make him feel even worse. She needs to solve this case quick before the principal makes that call. So some discussion topics for this book. The identity of Ella Baker Shade. Were you surprised when you found out the identity of Ella Baker Shade? What clues did the author leave for readers? The problems of profiling. Why does Drew profile her friends Shrey and Trissa? What would you have advised her to do in this situation? And a sequel. What issues did you think were left unsettled at the end? The sequel to this book is coming in 2023. Do you think those issues might be addressed there? I've also included links to some related websites. The author's website has discussion questions and activities. I've also included a link to an interview with the author. And finally, a Drew LeClaire quiz, so you can see if you solve mysteries like Drew. Ophi's Ghosts by Justina Ireland, grades 5 through 8. The first ghost that Ophi saw was her father's. She didn't even know he was dead. One night in November 1922, Ophi woke up and found her father standing at the foot of her bed. He told her something bad was happening and she needed to get her mother and hide in the woods. They had just reached their hiding spot when a group of white men arrived and burned down their house. It was only later that Ophi discovered her father had been murdered and it was his ghost that had warned her to escape. Ophi and her mother moved to Pittsburgh, where they move in with Aunt Rose and Ophi's horrible cousins. She soon finds out that Aunt Rose can also see ghosts. Rose tells her that she tries to get the ghosts to move on to the afterlife, and she warns Ophi to keep her distance from ghosts because no matter how nice a person was in real life, a ghost is only a shadow of its former self. Ghosts have their own agendas, and they may even try to take over someone's body to accomplish it. Aunt Rose gives Ophi some salt and an iron nail to protect herself. It's good Ophi has learned all this, because to help save money for their own apartment, she has to quit school and go to work with her mom at Daffodil Manor, home of the wealthy Carruthers family. Ophi's job is to take care of Mrs. Carruthers, an unhappy elderly woman who's constantly making racist remarks. While Mrs. Carruthers naps, Ophi can roam the house, and that's how she meets the many ghosts who live there, including a friendly young one named Clara. Clara's ghost can't recall how she died, and when Ophi asks the family about her, everyone remembers Clara fondly, but they all think she ran away. No one knows that Clara is dead. Even though Aunt Rose warned her to stay away from ghosts, Ophi decides to investigate and find out what happened to Clara. But it turns out Daffodil Manor may have more secrets than she was expecting. The Robber Girl by Franny Billingsley, grades 4 through 7. The Robber Girl doesn't remember anything about her life before living with Gentleman Jack and his gang of bandits. Gentleman Jack said he rescued her after she was abandoned by her mother when she was a small child. She's been training with the bandits to rob a stagecoach, and she even has her own weapon, a dagger that talks to her. If the robbery is a success, Gentleman Jack has promised to give her a name of her own. But the stagecoach robbery goes all wrong. Robber Girl and Gentleman Jack are captured, while the other bandits escape. Gentleman Jack goes to jail, and Robber Girl goes to live with the judge and his wife. She stays in a room in their attic, where she finds a dollhouse that's an exact replica of the judge's house. Inside are 2 dolls who speak to her. They have a list of tasks that they want her to accomplish. Robber Girl isn't too interested, though. Her first priority is breaking Gentleman Jack out of jail. But as she talks more with the dolls, she starts having memories of her old life, before she lived with the bandits. Was Gentleman Jack telling her the truth about her mother? Or are there further secrets she needs to uncover? Down below the video, you'll find a link to the full list of titles from this year's Novelties videos, a link where you can watch our other School Corps presentations, and a link to book discussion tips from Multnomah County Library. Finally, you can also find out more about School Corps by following the link below. Thanks for watching.